Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be talking about why exercise is so good for IBS and bloating and reducing those horrible symptoms. While you're here, why not hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll jump right in. So exercise can come in so many different forms, different intensities, different durations, different exercises require different flexibility, strength, mobility, core. So many different factors come into different types of exercise. Different exercises also have their own sets of benefits and their own place in terms of exercise regimes, weight loss, strength training, and so much more. But today we're going to be talking about how exercise in general can really help with IBS, really reduce IBS symptoms, and help you to live a happier gut health life. In 2011, there was a study that showed that exercise reduced the severity of IBS symptoms. And it was also linked together that a reduction in activity led to increased severity of symptoms. So a really strong correlation has been found within the research world. These aren't short-term benefits either. There was one study that looked at participants ranging from 3.8 to 6.2 years and found that those people who continued to exercise through that time still had these amazing benefits time and time again. So let's jump into the reasons why exercise is so good for IBS and bloating. Oh, can you say hello? You want to get down? Yeah? Wow. Okay, now. Yeah, okay. You have cream all over your head. The first way in which exercise can help with IBS and bloating is stress release. High intensity exercise is a great way to burn off nervous and anxious energy, and it can also reduce stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Cortisol plays a massive role in fight or flight, which is one of the things that shuts down digestion and makes IBS symptoms so much worse. So by taking part in high intensity exercise, you can reduce the chances of that happening and improve your likelihood of getting through the day without any IBS symptoms. It doesn't have to be high intensity either. Practices such as yoga, stretching, breath work, walking all have massive benefits and can reduce stress, meaning that you'll suffer less regularly with your IBS symptoms. The second way exercise can help with your IBS and your bloating symptoms is that it controls weight gain. Whilst there's no research showing that if you're obese you're more likely to have IBS, there is a direct correlation between obesity and the frequency that you experience symptoms. One study found that IBS symptoms and frequency of symptoms is 12 to 24% higher if you have obesity, whether that's type 1 or type 2. A great thing about exercise is that it burns some extra calories, and it can also help you make better decisions when it comes to nourishment. If you've worked really hard in the gym that day, you're less likely to grab for your processed foods because you know how much work you had to put in order to burn those calories off. This will hopefully mean that you're experiencing your symptoms less and less bloating in your day-to-day life. However guys, you don't need to feel like you need to exercise all the time and for really long durations either. Getting out of the house like me right now and just going for a walk is so good for your digestive system. It's a light form of exercise that's not going to put you out, and it can be a really great headspace in order to figure out what's going on with you at the minute. Just take some time to go for a walk, whether it's 10, 15 or 20 minutes. A little bit of movement is so much better than no movement at all. And don't feel like you have to live up to these amazing expectations of doing these insane workouts for hours on end every single day, because it's just not true, and it's a stigma that surrounds exercise that is not helpful or beneficial to anybody. Don't get me wrong, I completely appreciate that getting into your gym clothes, getting going and trying to actually get into a workout is so tough sometimes. And especially when you're already in a flare-up or experiencing pain, the last thing you want to do is chuck on your gym wear and dive into it. So this is what I've done today. I've got into my gym wear right here and now. I am going to prepare myself some food and I'm going to watch something for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to do my exercise. And then I know that I have nourished my body and we are ready to go. And there is no excuse I can make once I've eaten because I am already in my gym clothes. These are my absolute favourite shorts as well. I love them so much. I can feel people judging me for how much pickle is going on this sandwich. I can feel it.
with my half sandwich. I've already eaten.
I never really kind of fell into that kind of get on an exercise bike thing. I'm not a runner either, but I think cycling is such an amazing form of exercise. It gets your core muscles going, it gets your leg muscles going, it gets your heart rate up, and also you've got to use your arms to stabilize yourself. So it really is an incredible form of exercise. Doing a small amount of time on this bike can make a massive, massive difference. Okay, so I spent 37 minutes on the bike and I didn't really push myself until that last 10 minutes and I burnt 304 calories. So it just shows that exercise can really help maintain that weight or lose weight or avoid obesity, which, as we discussed earlier, really increases those symptoms and makes IBS symptoms more frequent throughout the day. Now, it's time to stretch off. Don't feel like you're a failure or like you've completely messed it up if you miss 1 or 2 days. It's a ridiculous notion to think that you can backtrack your progress by missing 1 or 2 days. What can actually backtrack your progress is by letting the thoughts creep in and let it get on top of you and feel like there's no way that you can recoup the time lost. This simply isn't true. A little bit of exercise is better than no exercise at all. So get out walking, get moving, get stretching, and start a little bit at a time. Also, make sure to talk to your doctor about anything you're concerned about or any changes in routine that you think might affect your health poorly or that you would really like a second opinion on. The next way in which exercise can improve your IBS and your bloating is that it improves circulation. Now, circulation is so key because it's the carrying of blood, and blood contains oxygen and it also has the ability to carry waste away from certain areas. Exercise gets your heart pumping and blood flowing to every corner of your body. This includes your digestive tract. This means that more oxygen can go to the tissue surrounding your organs, surrounding your digestive tract, and it means that it can just work more smoothly. It has everything it needs and it can crack on with the job that it was born to do. It also means that waste products and toxins that may be affecting how well your digestive tract work can be carried away without any issues. Another really important thing to note here is that peristalsis, which is the movement of the gut moving everything along, takes place in that area, and like all muscle movement, really requires a good, healthy oxygen supply. It also means that with muscle contraction that you're gonna come with certain waste products. And if you can carry those waste products away, then you're going to have a much smoother running of the digestive tract, a lot fewer IBS symptoms, a lot less bloating, and overall a much happy and healthier life. The next reason that exercise is so good for IBS and bloating is better sleep. I did a whole video on sleep, which I will link up there for you, and I will also drop it in the description bar below. It's so important that we get the right amount of sleep for so many different reasons, but to name a few, things like better dietary choices. When you're really tired, you feel like you deserve those processed foods, which leads to triggering your IBS symptoms. Another key reason in why exercise and sleep are so important for reducing IBS symptoms is melatonin. Melatonin, yes, is the sleep hormone, but it also plays a vital role in gut motility. Like I mentioned earlier on in this video, peristalsis, the motion of food moving through, is part of gut motility. Now, melatonin allows that to happen and allows it to work smoothly. And if you're not sleeping properly, then you're not going to have the correct levels of melatonin. Exercise has been proven to really improve your ability to fall asleep quickly and wake with ease, and this means that your melatonin levels will be at the correct levels, meaning that hopefully gut motility will be at the perfect rate. The only thing I would mention here is you need to be careful to not exercise too close to bedtime. Too close to bedtime and you can be kind of over energized and you might find it even harder to get to sleep, and you'll be more exhausted in the morning because you exerted yourself before bed. Our second to last reason is abdominal distension, which is just a fancy word for bloating. When we are sat at our desks all day and we're not moving, or we sit at our desks all day and then we decide that we're going to go watch TV for the evening because we worked so hard, your gut is literally curled into this clam shape and it causes abdominal distension. So when we get up and we stretch and we move, we release gas, we allow circulation to come to areas in order for muscles to function properly, we allow for digestion to continue in a good way. And exercise as minimal as stretching or walking around for a couple of minutes every hour can make a really massive improvement on the amount that you're experiencing your IBS symptoms. Stretching has also been shown to have a really nice relaxing effect on the nervous system and again reduce stress. So if you think about just the 30 seconds it would take to stand up from your desk, stretch out your abdomen, and you can find that your symptoms reduce massively. Finally, exercise helps us to make better choices. Exercise is something that can really put you more in tune with your body, not just what you're working toward, but sometimes when you switch off to do your exercise, sometimes it can get rid of some of the brain fog or some of the chatter that we experience on a day-to-day basis. It means that it can open up your eyes to what's really stressing you out and the things that you need to address in your work life or your personal life in order to help you get through whatever it is that you're struggling with at the minute. Exercise has also been shown to reduce things like binge eating, it increases gut motility, and it'll also put you more in sync with things like hydration. It's so important that you stay hydrated so that everything in your body can run smoothly, reduce your IBS symptoms, reduce bloating, and help with your everyday life. Who's ready for our gym session?
No.
No?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yeah. Okay, get changed. Come on, let's go. You excited for the gym?
No.
No? Explain your emotions about going to the gym right now.
I will break the camera.
Okay. Okie dokie, let's go.
I didn't lock the other door.
Okay.
Come on, you know that.
Okay, so that was a really successful gym session. It was good fun. I learned a new way to do a certain curl, which I am terrible at. I am terrible at bicep curls, although to be honest, my upper body strength is shocking. But yeah, it was pretty good. Ben did kind of injure himself, but if you're injured, stop. And at the end of the day, a small amount of movement is better than no movement. So a little pat on my back for doing that. And let's crack on with the rest of the day because it is time to eat. Do you feel accomplished?
I feel in pain.
You feel in pain?
I'm sad.
Do you regret it?
No. No.
No, you feel good about your decisions?
Good isn't necessarily the word. I feel like I made decisions.
Did you though?
No, you made them for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really hope it helped. Exercise is such a key part of life that we shouldn't glance over and is so important to the healthy running of your gut to help reduce your IBS symptoms and reduce bloating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please jump on down to that subscribe button. If you have anything you want to add that you think other people are going to benefit from, or anything you think I've missed in this video, just drop it in the comment section below. Also, if there's any videos you want to see coming your way that you're not seeing any content on, also drop it in the description bar below and I'll see what I can do to help. Thanks again for tuning in. I had so much fun making this video and I'll see you next week. Bye!